Credit cards can be a great tool to build credit and earn rewards, but they can also lead to costly mistakes if not used correctly. From carrying a balance to missing payments, there are many common credit card mistakes that people make. To avoid these missteps and save money, it's important to understand how credit cards work and use them responsibly. In this video, we will explore some of the most common credit card mistakes people make and provide tips on how to avoid them. So in this video, we are going to discuss the top 10 credit card mistakes people make. Now before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below saying I subscribed. I will try my best to reply to as many comments as possible. Number 10. Not reading the fine print. Every credit card agreement has fine print. It is extremely important to read and understand the terms and conditions of your card. You need to know the details of the promotional interest rates or the limits on the points you can earn. These details are hard to understand and boring to read, but it is where the true facts are outlined. When it comes to credit cards, it's important to read the fine print. Credit card fine print will address many topics that directly affect your wallet, such as interest rates, fees, and potential penalties you may incur while using the card. The details in this fine print can impact the total costs of using your card, so it's important to give them a close read. Some of the key things that you should look for in the fine print include the APR, annual fees, balance transfer fees, and late payment fees. Number 9. Exceeding your credit limit. Exceeding your credit limit is a bad financial move, and it can also hurt your credit score. Even using too much of your credit limit can penalize your score. One of the major factors in determining your credit score is your debt utilization ratio. Never carry a balance of more than 30% of your credit limit. Hence, if your card has a $10,000 credit limit, the most you should charge in a month is $3,000. The most common consequence of exceeding your credit limit is that your transaction will be declined. This means that you won't be able to make the purchase you intended to make with your credit card. If you have opted into over-limit protection, your charge might go through, but you could get hit with fees, higher interest rates, or lower credit limits. Number 8. Using cash advances. One of the biggest mistakes you can make with a card is taking out a cash advance on your credit card. Cash advances usually have a higher interest rate than your ongoing interest rate. In addition, it is rarely a good idea to use cash that you don't already have. It is easy to rack up hundreds and sometimes thousands of dollars in interest charges on cash advances. Only use them in a true emergency. Number 7. Impulsively applying for a card. Department store clerks always ask if we would like to save 10% today by applying for the store's credit card. In the big picture, saving 10% on one purchase really isn't going to amount to much, especially since retail credit cards often have very high interest rates. It's important to spend time to research and compare credit cards from a variety of issuers anytime you apply for a new card. You should never apply for a card impulsively at a department store or based on an ad. Make sure to carefully research all the information before you apply for a new card. Number 6. Getting a card for the wrong reasons. Many consumers are lured into applying for a credit card because of the big promises made in the ad. It could be the cashback bonus or the extra miles earned by signing up for a certain card, but don't fall victim to the creative ad campaigns. Getting a credit card for the wrong reasons can lead to costly mistakes. According to some common credit card mistakes include carrying a balance month to month, only making minimum payments, missing a payment, neglecting to review your billing statement, and not knowing your APR and applicable fees. These mistakes can lead to high interest rate charges, late fees, and a lower credit score. Therefore, it is important to use a credit card correctly to save money while building credit and taking advantage of perks. It is important to get a card for the right reasons. Decide what you need in a credit card and then go find the best one to meet those needs. Number 5. Buying what you can't afford. You should only charge something if you can afford to pay it off in full on time when your credit card statement comes due. Otherwise, you will be paying steep interest penalties on that remaining balance. It may be tempting to buy that latest must-have item, but if you can't pay it off when the bill comes due, then financially, it is not worth it to you. To avoid these mistakes, it's important to understand your credit card terms and fees, make payments on time and in full, and only use your credit card for purchases you can afford to pay off. It's also important to review your billing statement regularly and to choose a credit card that fits your spending habits and rewards preferences. Number 4. Failing to review your statement each month. It is a common practice for people to receive their statement and quickly pay the bill without reviewing it. In today's world, credit card fraud is rather common. In addition, mistakes do happen and sometimes payments don't get processed properly. Make sure to carefully review your credit card statement each month to ensure all your charges are correct, authorized, and that your payments are posted on time and in the correct amount. This can save you money and keep from damaging your credit score in the event you're a victim of identity theft. Number 3. Making minimum payments. This is one of the biggest mistakes consumers make. You charge $1,000 and then discover that your minimum payment is only $25 a month. It sounds attractive, but you could end up paying a ridiculous amount of money in interest charges over the years. Investing Digest. Know what's moving the financial markets and what smart money is buying with Forbes Investing Digest. Trying to pay off your credit card in full and on time each month instead of carrying a balance from one month to the next. If that is impossible, pay off as much as you can each month. Never fall into the trap of paying just the minimum amount. While it is a good idea to set extra money aside each month in your savings account, consider the fact that most savings accounts are earning only a fraction of the interest that you are paying on your credit card balance. It might make more financial sense to pay off your credit card first and save that money in interest charges. Number 2. Getting the wrong type of card. Many consumers get a new credit card for the wrong reasons. When you need a new card, it shouldn't be an instinctive decision based on a TV commercial. Rather, you should identify why you need a new card and thoroughly research the available options to make an informed decision. Do you need to transfer a balance from a high-interest card to a card with low interest during an introductory period? Do you need a card with an ongoing low interest rate? A card for business? All of these are valid reasons to get a new card. However, it is important to research and compare offers to get the best card for your individual financial situation. Number 1. Getting too many credit cards at one time. This is a common trap. Credit card companies advertise their credit cards everywhere and continuously promote new credit cards, programs, and offers. Do not apply for too many credit cards at one time. This can create a red flag on your credit report by making you look like a risky customer. In addition, it can lower your credit score. If a new card comes out, we never recommend closing an old account as your history and age of your accounts are a factor in your credit score. If the new card you want is from your same issuer, call your credit card company and request that they convert you from one card type to another. This is all done internally, and while you may not get that new promotional offer, you will end up with the new card you wanted. Some of these mistakes can lead to high interest rate charges, late fees, and damage to your credit score. To avoid these mistakes, it's important to choose the right card for your needs, review your statement each month, and make payments on time and in full. It's also important to avoid overspending and buying things you can't afford. By using your credit card responsibly, you can take advantage of its benefits and avoid the pitfalls. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for more interesting videos. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.